What are you investing in right now? What gifts and talents are you using right now? We need your gifts. We need you to do what you do. What is that? Hello, everyone. Welcome to the KimUnity Soulutions Podcast, the only podcast that inspires humanity and leadership within and beyond the workplace. What are you doing right now with your time, with your energy, with your resources? If you've been paying attention to any of the news, any of the social media, any of your friends or family, the emotions are everywhere. The focus is everywhere. It's split, it's divided. It can be seen as united in all the wrong areas. And so as I see this, as I observe all of this division, I see division in one side and I see unity on the other. And what I'm thinking is, what are we all doing? What are we all doing with what we have right now? We need you to do what you do. Do what you do. And what is that? For me, it's speaking positivity. It's about being inspirational. It's about pulling out the gifts of everyone. It's about finding a common ground, somewhere that we can relate on, an even tone, regardless of race, religion, gender, demographics, spirituality, political affiliation, regardless of all of that. That's what my gift is. What is your gift and how are you using it today? How did you use it today? Are you still in motion trying to find it, trying to locate it, trying to identify it? What is it that people around you say that you're great at? What is it that you are often called upon to do? And it doesn't have to be in the same realm that I'm talking about that I do, right? Because we're all different. But what is it that you do? Maybe you're a babysitter. There's people out here that have priorities that require them to be away from their children right now. Maybe they're in the military. Maybe they're at work. Maybe they're helping an elderly parent. And you're called because you are great at working with children. Are you doing that right now? You have that angelic spirit with kids. They light up with you. They're full of energy. You keep them safe and you comfort them and you feed them and you're able to identify their needs without them crying. Or you're able to identify that cry to a need. What is your gift? Maybe you're in construction. There's so many different gifts and talents. We need all of us right now. I don't really watch the news. I gave that up several years ago. But you can't help but see what's going on in the world today. And on one side of the world, well, many sides of the world, but you see the wars, you see the inconsistencies, maybe even lies. But in other areas, there's like freedom, there's peace, there's unity. And what I have always believed is that there's something else going on beyond what we see. So that's why I stopped watching so much news, because that's an aspect, but that's not totality. So while I hurt, I'm in good spirits. While I'm uneasy, I'm in good faith. I'm in good company. And so I had to get on here today and think about, okay, if all of this is going on in the world today, what is everyone doing? Besides watching TV, besides just going into work every day, besides watching Netflix, which I'm guilty of, or YouTube, which I'm guilty of, what else are we doing? And so I'm calling on everyone today to tap into your gifts, tap into your talents. And when you do that, you are spreading joy, you are spreading the light. You are spreading good frequency, high energy, and you're doing something for someone else. Because our gifts and our talents are not just for ourselves, they're for others around us. Do you agree with that? What are your gifts? What do you think you are great at? What is it that you do that benefits someone else? I'm a truth seeker. I'm a problem solver. I'm a bridge builder. I like to hear a challenge and be able to resolve it. I like to be able to hear multiple viewpoints and be able to find common ground. And so, as I was thinking about this episode several days ago, I was thinking, okay, I need to get out there more. Yes, I am consistent with, dropping my podcast every week. But when I have thoughts outside of the podcast, I'm not sharing it. I'm not posting it. I'm not providing you with any kind of inspirational message. I write it down and say that I'm going to, but I haven't been doing it. So I'm challenging not only yourself, but myself as well. That we have to get in tune with what we do, what we were made for, because we are here in this moment for right now. All that is within us is to be used right now. Maybe you're an attorney. We need you. Maybe you're a psalmist. Maybe you play the piano. You are needed. I remember during the pandemic, I don't know if it was social media or TV. It was media. I don't know which one, but I remember it because everyone was so closed into their own space. So many people didn't even want to open up their windows for fresh air because we didn't know where the infection was coming from. We didn't know if it was from the inside coming out or from the outside coming in. So we were inside. But I remember seeing, I don't know if it was an apartment complex or it was condos. I'm not sure exactly what it was. But you could see all the windows and you can see that there were multiple units. I don't even know if it was in the US. It could have been overseas. I'm not sure. But someone had opened up their windows and just started singing. And it brought so much joy and light to those who were inside. It was freeing. We don't know how that one person touched so many people or in what ways it touched people. Just like Versus. Versus was created in that same type of environment where we needed to just get away and escape and feel good and think back to the better times, to be reminded of the past, or even for now, even for the future, the hopes, the inspiration, the it's not over. This is what we need right now to get through. And so my question to you is, what are you doing with you? Don't waste your gift. Don't waste your talent. Maybe you have it, but you're waiting for an opportunity. Maybe you have a gift and you're waiting for the right stage or the right platform. We need you now. Use what you have. That's what I'm doing right now. I am using what I have. I'm using the voice that I have. I'm using the skill set, the knowledge that I have, the care, concern, the authenticity that I have. This is all I have. And I'm getting on here and I'm sharing it to those who need a positive word, those who need to be reminded of who they are, those who need to remind, I was filling out an application today. It was for a class and it asked me, what are my hobbies? Do you know it took me forever to really think about what are my hobbies? What are your hobbies? We get so caught up in routine, in our daily tasks, and our work schedules, in our meetings, that we forget about the things that bring us joy. If I was 15 or 14, I would have said bowling or ice skating because that is what I used to enjoy, skiing. But now at my age now, I can't even say I've done that recently. So I can't say that's a hobby. I was going to put cooking, but I don't do it as a hobby. I love to eat. I love to cook, but I haven't been doing it as a hobby. That's been out of necessity. That's been out of, okay, we've eaten out too much, let me cook. It hasn't been a hobby. It's been me telling the kids, okay, it's your turn to cook. They're not kids, they're older, but your turn to cook. Who's cooking tonight? I can't say it's a hobby. What are your current hobbies? We have to get back in tune with ourselves. We have to love ourselves. And then we love ourselves, we can love someone else. When we treat ourselves good, it indirectly positively impacts those around us. Can you see that? We need you to do what you do. I need you to comment below what you do. If it's getting on social media and creating skits to make us laugh, we need you. If it's helping someone with chemistry or their math homework, we need you. Before I got on here, I'm listening to my daughter complain about her teacher because the teacher really doesn't care. Well, it doesn't seem like the teacher cares. The teacher is not willing to answer questions. Sometimes we forget why we're placed where we are. You are there to impact someone. You are there to create change. You are there to transform the environment. You are there to raise the vibration. You are there to impact these children. You may be imprisoned right now. I don't know who's listening to me, but you may be imprisoned now to prevent someone else from going. You may have a motivational word or a relatable story that can stop someone in their tracks from being where you are right now. That's how I got here. My experiences, my challenges brought me here. And now I'm wondering about you. We need you. We need you. What are your gifts? What are your talents? And how do you positively impact the world? What are you doing for other people around you? It's just something for you to think about today. This is just a reminder that we need you to do you for everyone else's sake. Stop trying to be like someone else. Stop presenting yourself as someone else. There's something in you that is different and that is needed right now. That's all I have for you today. It's a moment of introspection. It's time for you to look within. It's time for you to see how what you do impacts those around you. I have created conversation cards for that because that's what I have to give right now. That's what I have to give. They're called questions and perspectives. Because I feel right now is my time to do what I do, which is bridge the gap. And how do you do that without conversation? How do you do that without understanding? How do you do that without listening, without being mindful, without empathy, without compassion? How do you do that? These conversation cards, called questions and perspectives, are just for that. You can find them at qandpcards.com. It's about bridging the gap. It's about sharing stories. It's about sharing experiences. It's about sharing trials so we all can learn from it, so we all can broaden our perspectives. You see, it's not called questions and answers. It's called questions and perspectives because none of us really have the perfect answer. You know why I say that? Because we don't know everything. And what we do know is not always valid in every single season. You may know something right now that may not be good for right now, but maybe for January. Or maybe for a future time or a different time. We don't have the perfect answer. Only God does. But if we all shared our perspectives and collectively listened and understood and had empathy and compassion, we could come up with some outstanding solutions for whatever it is that's going on in the world. And I don't want to talk about politics or sickness or any of that, but whatever it is, we could come together and come up with the best solution. A solution with souls in mind, with people in mind, not just one-sided opportunities that I'm seeing so much of, which is why my podcast, my business is called KimUnity Soulutions, SOUL, because we actually need solutions with souls in mind, not just simply one-sided opportunities where one side benefits 100% and the other doesn't at all. We got to keep the people first. We got to keep people first. I want you to comment below. I want you to share this message with someone who needs this message. And I want you to comment below with what your gift is and what your hobbies are. What are your gifts and what are your hobbies? I am your host, Kim the SME, As always, I am only speaking from my experiences. I challenge you to share this message, to someone who you know has a gift that has been using it for the greater good, or that should be and needs that boost. They need to be reminded of what that gift is. Until next time, you all be blessed. Thank you for listening to the KimUnity Soulutions Podcast. Be blessed.